Let's get to it. We gonna start the show or what, man?
Baseline.
Hey, uh, yeah, uh, yeah, uh, yes, sir. Porch podcast, come on, come on, what you? Whoa, here we go. Well, come on, wow, we gon' rock. Influential on the top, episode 97. Spit like this all the way till I heaven. Get to the time, get to the rhyme. Peter slid out the camera each and every time. Then he came back with the bop. Tick tock, let the time go lock. We gon' drop, you know what time it is, B. It's influential here with my brother P. The Porch Podcast, episode 97. Doing it loud, 3 to 11. I'm gonna stop laughing. Just get to the hook and keep blasting. You know why? Why? The Porch Podcast, come on, huh? I said the Porch Podcast. Yeah, the Porch Podcast, come on. Why? I said the Porch Podcast. Let's go. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother, man.
The original, baby.
Yes,
The
sir.
original, baby.
And
Welcome
this
to
is
episode 97.
97.
Ow!
So,
Boy,
P,
I tell you. Yes, sir.
how's
Yes,
everything
sir, brother.
going with you, brother?
Everything is going all right, man. It's actually going great. Let me give it the credit it's due. Things are going great. You know what I mean? Got some things jumping off, man. Um, and I'm excited about,
Right.
you know. Talking about the wife, she had a big event, man. The UFE, man. Shout out
Okay.
UFE.
Okay.
Big, it's a fitness event. You know what I'm saying? And it's in Canada. Excited. I'm excited about that taking place. Anyway, got a question for you, brother. I'll get
What's
more
that?
into that a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when the last time you had a good old fashioned choke sandwich?
It's been a minute. Been a minute for
Yeah.
y'all that don't know what a choke sandwich is. It's a good classic peanut butter and jelly. That's you know what I mean. Not it's a choke. We call it a choke sandwich, not a Coke sandwich. Okay. No powder involved. No powder involved. That's right. There's no powder involved.
I'm so glad that you were able to just be comfortable with that. You know, because I had a little bit of fear. I had a little concern about when I asked you that question. How you was going to address that. Sound like a little rattling going on over there now. What are you indulging in right now, brother?
Indulging in you minding your business.
Oh,
That's why I'm
yeah.
indulging you.
It's for free. It's for free,
It's
man.
for free.
You can feel how you want to feel, man. You just gonna be oh, okay. So go to the screen to me specifically, so we can't see whatever you about to bother. Okay. Hey, man.
Yep.
This is definitely E in true form, man. So look, man. The reason why I asked that is like a good choke sandwich. It's funny, man, how we revert back to some of our, childhood things that we enjoyed. The difference between now and possibly then is that, when you was younger, man, you had to eat what was accessible to you based on whatever your parents provided or whoever
Right.
was taking care of you.
Right.
I eat a choke sandwich now. I enjoy it because that's what I
It's
feel like
good.
having.
Right. It's delicious.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's so funny how, some of those very simple things we as we get older and we grow up and stuff like that and become more independent, we write off a lot of the things that we actually enjoy. Everything that
Right.
you outgrow, you don't outgrow it because you don't enjoy it anymore. Sometimes we're busy trying to adapt to things based on, like we talked about in previous episodes, because of what the world is telling us is we need to be doing.
Right.
And I think sometimes we lose sight of the things that we actually enjoy in life.
Right.
Something as simple as a choke sandwich, maybe something as simple as, just sitting out on the porch like we do,
Right.
or whatever. So I think that what I want to talk about this week is how do we separate what has to be adjusted from what we're just adjusting based on what the world is dictating that we have to no longer, enjoy or whatever.
Um.
That's what I want to talk about. What are you thinking? Like, give me something, D, that you feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care how successful I ever get in life, I'm just not going to stop enjoying fill in the blank.
Pizza,
And I
man.
know what one of. Besides that, I mean the other things.
Pizza. P. I don't know what's going on with you, man. You know, but cheese
Yeah.
fries, pizzas, certain things
Okay.
like that. But I treat
Okay.
them as treats now. It's funny because I just got into. I was just sitting here thinking I had just want to adjust the way I eat. I really
Right.
want to start trying to have the recommending servings of fruits and vegetables. So I actually was looking up things like, they say you should have, just to say two and two, 2 cups of fruits, 2 cups of vegetables. You know what I mean? So I was looking up what's examples of, 2 cups of fruit. They said 1 cup is really like a medium sized apple.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or a large banana. Pause. Before anybody get too weird. You know what I mean? Because it's only weird if you make it weird. You know what I mean? It's
Now
only
that's
weird
the
if you make it
God's
weird.
honest truth right there.
Yeah, it's only weird. But
I
I know
promise.
someone, he said large banana. Like somebody is over there.
Always remember, E, in this world, man, somebody's gonna be comfortable with your uncomfortable, with you being uncomfortable.
Right,
For every one time that you're uncomfortable, somebody's comfortable with
right,
your uncomfortable.
right.
So
So,
just whatever they want to do with that, that's up to them.
yeah, yeah, whatever makes you happy. So,
Right.
um, make a long story short, I started looking to that and said, listen, that's not hard. You know what I mean? You know,
Mm,
I can have my servings of vegetables and fruits. I know what you was getting ready, where you was going with it. With the, I already heard it, bro. You know what I mean? So good job, good job, because I know where he was going with it. You know what I mean?
What are you talking
I
about,
said
man?
that's not hard. Come on, P. Come on,
In
man.
comparison to what? In
That's
comparison
that's
to
you.
what? In
Large
comparison,
bananas. That's not hard. You loose, man. Come on, man. I cut it out.
I didn't say any of that.
but your actions led to it, brother.
That's the funny part is I didn't say any of that.
Listen.
It came from one person.
So
Whoa.
vegetables. See what I'm saying? You still at it. It came from one person. What is wrong with you today, man? look at you. Look at his face. Look at his face, yo. You can't help it. Look at him. Look at him. I got it zoomed in.
That's all right. That's all right. Go ahead, brother.
All
You was
right.
making a point about the servants.
So
Go ahead
that
go ahead and finish serving them.
that man, welcome to episode 97 again, man. P's got us going crazy today, man. What is in that coffee cup over there?
I promise you ain't nothing but coffee. No, you know what? You
Yeah,
know what's funny though? Like what we was talking about though, bruh. It's simple things like us being able to just laugh at things in life. And
right.
I'm not saying that people ever outgrowing humor or laughter and all those. I don't think they do. I think that we, learn as we go through things in life that we do make adjustments. But I do think that there's some things that need to remain, even when we're growing and developing, right? So, like our comfort in being able to talk about, like you said, adjusting our diets and stuff like that. It's not going to always be associated with, well, I need to look a certain type of way. I need to be this, that, and the third. Like you should want to be healthy before anything else. Tell them what you were talking about with the service. I had a recent conversation and it was about clothing. Me and you ever talked about clothing before? You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad you made a statement to me like, P, all I'm saying is wear your size. Right? I needed that let's keep it 100, right? That's the
Yeah,
conversation that needed to be had. Now I know by saying that when I go out in the public, people gonna be looking at my clothes now, like,
yeah.
they might even stop me. Hey, P, one more down.
One more down. Yeah, one more down.
Down,
Sometimes
one
you can
more.
go one more
Or they may
down.
yell out. So I gotta be cool with the fact they may yell out a number
Yeah,
and it's to get my attention. So if I turn around, let's just say, hey, P, hey,
yeah.
you can go to 38s, man.
Yeah, I remember I used to tell you. Like, brother,
It's all right.
you used to be like, my hoodies would be a 5. You don't need no 5X hoodie.
He said, I don't care who the manufacturer is.
Yeah,
If you
Pop
gotta get a
wasn't even
5,
wearing no 5X hoodie, man.
I'm just saying, you know how sometimes they say that this is cut for certain European style and all this, that, and the
That's
third.
some bullshit. Yeah, you right, but come
Say,
on, man.
I mean,
Like I told you though, bro. Anything in clothes, you got to learn your numbers.
yeah, I think anything in life you gotta learn your numbers. How about that?
Mm-hmm. You know, you got to learn. Gotta learn your numbers in clothes. You gotta learn your numbers, and it's good to understand ounces. You know what I mean?
I know. Ooh. You want some attention so bad right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Grams.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know
Go
what I
ahead,
mean? Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah.
I'll understand if next week while I got to shoot the show by myself.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I don't know nothing about that.
Because they don't let cameras.
And Alcatraz and Rawway and something. You know what I
What is
mean?
going on this episode? Well, we're in a good space. I love this. I
Yeah,
love
man.
this right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but what I was getting ready to say to you is that it's that fine line between understanding when you need to change things, right?
It's that
And
what?
that fine. Ooh, you know how fine line? I don't know, man.
Is
don't
the
know.
fine line with that China?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a place. You get the serving. You get the serving of it today. You have to get the serving of it. You know what I'm saying? But nah. But what I was gonna say is that we still gotta hold fast, man. We can't change with everything, man. You can't jump on. I'm gonna tell you. I done seen some things that you really want to say to a person. You shouldn't. No. In my opinion, you could have left that one alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna get into specifics about. I said specifics in my mind.
It's all
I
right.
don't
You
know if
messed
the verb
that
came out.
word up all the time. I'm sorry, bro.
Wow. This might be one of my favorite episodes.
Right.
I'm starting to feel like this is going to definitely be one of them. So what I'm saying is this though. As good as a good old fashioned choke sandwich is
Do you
tuna
toast
fish
your bread?
sandwich.
Toast your bread?
I do. I'm flexible, man.
Yeah.
I'm
I
flexible.
like it toast though.
Now I'm not weird.
Yeah.
Where it's like one slice of the bread is toasted, the other side is raw.
Nah.
No, they both got to go. They got.
I like it toasted because a lot of times when you got it just raw, like raw bread, it's sticking to the roof of that mouth, man.
Oh, okay. You still got your baby mouth. Your sandwich you stick to the roof of your mouth. They stick to the roof of your mouth. See, this is my thing, man.
Yeah.
It all depends on which side of the sandwich you got facing up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think if you got the peanut butter side up when you bite it, you might catch that. Seems to me like the jelly side didn't stick, even as a kid.
I never analyzed it that much, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Now,
gonna
the reason
flip
why
and say
like
I don't
my-
want it to stick because I'm gonna put the jelly side on top. It don't matter. It's going to the same spot.
At some point or another, we have to move on because sandwiches and stuff going in your mouth and sticking to the roof, I'm no longer comfortable at all.
So, do you
know what I'm
take
saying?
the dollar bill? Do you flip it outside where you shows Washington, or showing in the backside?
It all depends on how the cashier wants his money, man.
No.
I
I'm talking about.
That's all you could be talking to me
I'm
about.
talking about no. I'm talking about when the ashtray comes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
When that ashtray come past though, listen. The only thing you gonna see me and P do what? Who? Get it out of here, man. Oh shit.
Yeah. I know one thing. We were overdue for this.
Yeah.
We were overdue. And listen, y'all got to give us a little bit of credit. We were serious for about 3 or 4 episodes. We were serious. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying that, that's a bad thing.
Right.
However, we were due for this.
We were due.
It was definitely.
We went about a good month. You know what I mean?
so
P wasn't indulging with me. I was just, it was me being the class clown, like always. You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean? It happens, man. You know what I mean? It happens, man.
Today I got him reeled all the way in. We 15 minutes in, and that's he's right here with me today.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's still, Maxwell House, Folgers.
Yeah,
That's all that's going on. Coffee cup.
coffee cup.
Yeah, man. But it's funny how something as easy as a choke sandwich, right, can trigger your thoughts on like how many other things have I written off or I no longer pay attention to, right?
Right,
So it turns out that we have things that we enjoy in our life, but we become so complacent with doing with what's going on now that I think that not only does it something as minute as a sandwich or something like that, but how many other things do we do and at what level, right?
right,
Like at what level do we change things? Like career wise, right? You start off you doing a job and you do that job really well, whether it's something that you see yourself doing for a long extended period of time, or something that's just just make justifying the means, in terms of taking care of your responsibilities. It's funny because we get to a certain point where, as we grow and develop, we start to kind of reevaluate those things,
right,
right? Because you really want to know, like like the thought of not doing the things that you love to do in life any longer gets washed out by trying to chase things that you would love to do, but you don't see any other way of doing it,
right,
right? So to me, the people who live the best of both worlds in that situation are the people who identify with what they're passionate about doing, do that. It rewards them, and now they can do all of those things.
right.
So, like, that's the formula. Can everybody work towards that? I believe so. I believe that there's a winner inside of each and every last one of us.
It is.
Like I spoke about before, I think that we have a misconception of how winning is developed.
Right. And we also have a misconception of what winning is.
Very good point. Very
Yeah.
good point.
Because,
Right.
see,
Because
you
what
win.
a win for me may be a different, may
Right.
not necessarily a victory or win for you. And is there a difference between winning and being victorious?
Right. Well, definitely. It's a difference between that
Okay.
because somebody can get the win but not get the victory.
Very good. I
You
agree.
know what I
I agree
mean?
with you. I agree.
Somebody
I
can
agree.
get the win but not get the victory. The victory, is the kid and caboodle. You know.
Right. Right.
You know.
Right.
The
Like they
team
say,
that's
somebody from the war.
the team that came second, the team that lost in the Super Bowl, they're not losers. They just
They're
wasn't
still winners.
victorious. They're
They just
still
won
winners.
victorious. Exactly.
Yeah, because they're
Exactly.
still the AFC or the NFC champions.
Exactly. That's what I said. Two champions meet. One
Right.
becomes victorious as the overall champion. You
Right.
still had to be a champion in order to get into that competition in the first place.
Right. Because
Right?
if you look in the NFL right now, like the Cincinnati Bengals, the AFC champions,
Mm-hmm.
the Los Angeles Rams, the Super Bowl champions, and the NFC champions, neither one of them look like they won last year.
Right. Right. Which speaks to the value, speaks to the concept that a lot of people used to say it's harder to repeat something
Yeah.
than to do it the first time.
Right.
And for the longest, when I was especially, before, you start to really look at where you going in life and where you want to move and how you want to get there. When I would hear that statement, I'd go, wow, that's interesting. Because you would feel like, once you win a championship or once you establish something victorious, that you now know the blueprint and the formula. What you don't factor into that situation is the element of everything that's around that, the opposition or whatever you got to go through to get there, that advances, that adjusts, it gets better and it learns you. See, the
Right.
one thing that me and you both know about life is that if you don't adapt to life, well, I'm not gonna say it that way. If you don't live life from the perspective that you have to be flexible enough to adapt, you will not continue to advance.
Right.
You won't. You'll just merely exist. And in some cases, you may even get written out. And I think that what happens, like I said, just to tie this into what we were talking about at the beginning of the episode, you have to have a balanced ability to be able to have the things that you've enjoyed in life that serve a purpose, even the ones that you don't see the purpose that they serve, but be flexible enough to understand that you have to consistently work to evolve. But it's a
Right.
it's a perfect storm or a perfect blend of it somewhere in there. But something that's minute, like I said, is a choke sandwich that we never stopped enjoying. Right? We wrote it off. We
Right.
did. I didn't have like shrimp and lobster and steak and stuff like that until we was grown. We grew up in the same house, so you know that.
We had steak. We had steak
Okay, we had steak, but you know
and
what I
some
mean. Like,
shrimp
all right,
sometime, but we ain't never eat lobster.
we had steak with eat. Do we remember what cut of steak we had?
No, it was just steak.
It's just steak, right? So you know what I mean. Whether we talking
Could have
about
been chuck.
Salisbury, Could have been Chuck. Could have been Salisbury.
Oh, no,
Looks like
definitely had
hamburger.
Salisbury. They ain't,
Right. So, but when we saying is that even though we got to a point in our life and we started getting those other things, we never stop enjoying the other things in life. And so I think what winds up happening is while we're trying to pursue things that seem like status quo or that we need to pursue to be able to have, an abundance of enjoyment in our life, the reality of it is that we don't have to write out the things that we've always enjoyed to get them.
Right.
And I think that when you start to create a lot of different voids and you're starting to chase a lot of different things that you see, what happens is you forget how to do the things that kept you happy in the first place.
Well, the thing is, you got to do everything in moderation, basically. That's what you're saying.
Right.
When I was talking about earlier in the show, what exactly is 2 cups of fruit? What exactly is 2 cups of vegetables? You know what I mean? I didn't say that I ain't eating this no more, but I'm going to eat this. You know what I mean? I'll never be. I did. I was a vegan, testing it out for 30 days, and it definitely was a big thing. You know what I mean? Diets are something that's a lot of us are emotionally attached to. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That's why you have emotional eaters. You got some people to say, I ain't gonna never give up my pork. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You got some people to say, oh nah, 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 nah. I know I'm trying to lose weight, but I can't stop drinking my coffee. You know what I mean? I'll do this, but I need this. Like, and,
Guilty
and
as
when
charged.
and when they speak in that way, they're speaking off of emotion.
Right.
Where I live away is I don't cut anything out of a diet. I just know that I can't eat steak every day.
Right. It's not good for you. It's just not good for your
Right.
digestive system.
I can't
Right.
eat bacon every day.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't care if it's turkey, pork, beef. You just can't eat it every day.
Right.
However, I can't eat fruit every day.
Yes.
I can't eat vegetables every day.
Right.
Stuff that's grown from the earth, you can eat that every day.
Right.
Does it mean I'm going to eat it every day? Not necessarily. But
Right.
see, what happens is most of us, and now I'm going to switch gears over to I was watching a study, like I said, they didn't say, we deal with obesity a lot in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because they say we're not overweight, we're under muscled.
Okay.
You know what I
Wow.
mean?
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's
Okay.
because Malcolm said it, we are what we eat. We do really become what we eat. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, in Islam, they don't eat pork. So when he was showing, that's the scene that they cut out of Malcolm X. I don't know if you ever seen that, when they cut that scene out of Malcolm X, when he was talking about the pig and all that type of stuff, right? The movie they cut out when Denzel is actually playing it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is this. It's true. It's completely true. But what happened is, as kids, the moment we were able to start being able to go get something to eat ourselves, we stayed at the pizza shops.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed with cheese fries, cheese steaks. Like, everything had to be like, I'm balling. Not realizing that we're getting bigger and bigger. Then we get used to it. Because food is also a drug.
Okay.
I remember back, we didn't eat fruit, bro, unless we was sitting there. Let's say me and you was sitting there watching the game with Pop, and Mom would slide that bowl of fruit up, and
Exactly.
all of a sudden everybody eating it. We ain't
Yeah. Sound
reaching
like
the
you need
fruit.
something now. Your throat sound crazy. What happened? You need something now.
What I was saying was, you
That's
know what I
okay.
mean?
Sound clear now.
We never, listen. You just want me to go to
Right.
that spot.
Right.
Listen,
That's what I'm
we
looking for.
never, I want you to realize though, we never actually just say, I'm going to reach in the refrigerator and grab an orange.
No. Not voluntarily.
Right. Or I'm
Well.
going to go here and
Yeah.
grab some carrots. You know what I mean? Now,
Mm-hmm.
as kids, when we was eating all the stuff that we was eating, we was still the way we was because we were hot. We were way more active.
Right. Oh, nah. Yeah.
Because we going to eat what we going to eat. Then we going to go to the courts, play like 3, 4 fools. You know how many times you done ran up and down the court?
Yeah.
Burning that weight right off?
Yeah.
So what I'm focused on is just starting to eat more of the stuff that I should eat.
Right.
And
So
it's
you
not
making that
hard.
adjustment.
Yeah,
It's
it's
I
not
hope
hard.
not.
It just
But
it
it's
just it
not,
just requires thought.
right. Like most things. You know what I mean? I think that what you're saying, and I'm definitely reading you loud and clear, is that once again, just to add to what we've been talking about the entire time, we've always enjoyed, things that made us happy. And more often than not, if we really look back, there was a time where we did things because it was the only options that we had that supported so many other things in our lives.
Hmm.
That as we got older and had more flexibility, or we were more in control of those things, we kind of got away from it.
Yeah.
Get away from it, eh? So it's like, it's one of those things where I just want us to kind of get back to the basics of what we need to get back to, man.
Man, I'll
Like,
sneeze, man. Shut up.
yeah, God bless you across the board. Lord bless him. So it's just one of those things, man, where I just feel like we got to continue to look at ourselves and see the things that we know that we enjoy doing, and stop being so, quick to want to just chase the things that we were talking about, like in the last episode. Cancel.
Hmm.
You know, I think we're canceling even in our own individual personal lives, not even dealing with anything outside of it, celebrity wise, athletes, whatever. I think we cancel a lot of things in our own lives that don't need to be canceled, or we forget about them. We write them off. It's certain little things. Like, I think if we just kind of hold on to those things, it keeps us in a better place to really be able to fully tap into the greatness that we have. See, it's hard to me. It's very difficult for you to be the greatest you if you have to do it in a way that is, needs to be acceptable by everybody else. Like, I think that that's a very difficult thing. In the book that I'm reading by Eric Thomas, UOU, he speaks to something, or he speaks to his why,
Hmm.
right? I think if we asked ourselves that question more often than not, why am I doing this? Right? Whatever
Hmm.
it is, why am I not doing this? Right? Because everything it needs to be attached to a why. If you don't have a why, I think that you do things blindly, and anything that's done blindly, to me, you know, generally doesn't work out where it for anyone, for you
Right.
or anybody else that can benefit from it. So, what's your why? Right?
Hmm.
Now, in the book, without getting to the great detail of it, his why is his wife,
Right.
and he explains why. You know what I'm saying? And the point in that situation is that if you have your why and it stays right there in front of you, and you attach a why to the things that you get ready to do, I think that your life will be more productive. Complacency and doing things on the fly. I'm not saying they're not the same things. It's different. Like, you got some people, because we all have to be highly adaptable to things. You know what I mean? You take an umbrella with you outside in case it rains. You're not looking for the rain or hoping it rains, but if it does, you have an umbrella for that. So the same element that goes into understanding and respecting the unpredictable nature of what life can present to you, you have to have that reality of also understanding that there are some predictable things that you can do that's going to keep you in alignment to be the best possible version of you.
Hmm.
And we just got to continue to work on those things. So, like you said, even if your choke sandwich now is, instead of being on white bread, it's on wheat bread. It's the best of both worlds. You didn't did it. Or multi-grain bread. You're still enjoying your peanut butter
Whole
jelly
grain
sandwich,
bread.
or whole grain bread.
Hmm.
Like, there's ways that you can incorporate life and get the full potential and benefit of it, and you don't have to sacrifice the enjoyment of it to do it.
Right.
So I just think that that's something that we need to work on the whole, man. And
Right.
get
Yeah. Well,
better at.
you gotta have a why. You gotta have a reason for it, and that leads me to this: if you're trying to have an event for any reason, you know why. However, I do know a company that can help you out. Check it out.
Look, check it out. Let's get that stress off your plate. All right, got that big event coming up, and you don't want to have to do all the work. I got a company for you, full service event company that's going to take care of all of your event planning needs. That's www.fncevents.com. A full service event planning company. Take all the stress off your head, kick back and enjoy the party. Once again, that's www.fncevents.com. head on over there, get that party booked, and get it done. Back to the show.
Front and center events.
Now, speaking to that, one of the things that I do like is I like when people take the time to invest, morals, values, and strategies and all these things into those that they can help, right? Because to
Right.
me, like we talk about all the time, time is the true riches, right? And education is power, right?
Knowledge is
So
power.
knowledge is power. Education is a form of
Knowledge.
of knowledge, and it fuels that situation along with, like you said, the time and the energy creates great outcomes. If nothing else, it creates great practices.
Right.
So bring an acknowledgement to it. Bronny James, LeBron's son, who, for those who don't know who Bronny James is, he signed a nil deal with Beats by Dre, man. And they titled it, like father, like son. And I think that that's a great thing, that LeBron is taking the time to, orchestrate his son. Well, I'm going to say orchestrate because I don't know how the behind the scenes moves, but I think he had a very fatherly, role in the situation.
He also signed
But
with Nike too, if I'm not mistaken.
okay, which is a great thing because what he's showing him is what goes along with understanding generational wealth is how to be able to, first off, you got to understand wealth first
Right.
before you can understand, before you can promote generational wealth.
Right.
You know, I think that with it being established, great practices, right? Like we're talking about this entire episode, following the things that have brought you success and the things that you have enjoyed. When you take those things and then you can all of a sudden be able to project them onto your children and other people, you are doing them a great service,
Right.
right? So if Bronny signed with Nike and he also has this nil deal situation with Beats by Dre, this young man's on his way.
Right.
This young man is on his way for a lot of reasons. One, because he understands that he needs to be a part of things that's going to possibly outlive his career,
Right.
whatever it may be. So I applaud LeBron for being intelligent enough to not just allow his kids to reap the benefit of his hard work, but to also show them and teach them how to truly be in a situation where they can do the thing that they love to do, and also be incorporated with being able to do the things that's going to be able to take care of them.
Right. Look that up though. See if I'm right about the Nike situation. I think I'm right. I think I
Yeah, I'm
seen
gonna peek in
something.
on it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
peek
don't
in on
know.
it.
Hopefully I wasn't asleep and dreamed that, and maybe
You
its
know, what I mean,
time is
nah. You said
coming.
he you said he signed with Nike. Let me
See,
see.
Bronny, just put in Bronny James Nike deal. See what happens. You know what I mean? That's how you know. I
Yep, I'm
mean,
looking now.
it's like you looking through the powder yellow pages.
I wouldn't even.
Yeah, you didn't even know that exists,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Nah, I don't have any idea what that is. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Okay, it says that Bronny James signs to Nike.
Yep.
You know, source. In case you guys want to look at that, is Complex.
Yeah.
Complex is the source. If you guys
Yep.
want to check it out, that way
Yep.
we're on the
Bronny
Porch
James.
podcast, man. We like to be able to, point you in the direction. We don't want to just tell you about it.
Yeah.
So it says, yeah, and eventually this is going to change to some degree. It says Nike officially welcoming LeBron James' son, Bronny James, to the swoosh family. Okay,
Yeah.
Nike announced today that it has signed the younger James to a name, image, and likeness deal. So he signed to a name, image, and
And
likeness deal.
likeness deal. Okay.
All right, so that's great. I'm glad I'm glad you brought that up so we could,
Now, what does that
go into that.
entail, though? That's something
Right,
we gotta research.
right now. We have to
Name,
figure out
image, and likeness deal.
name, image, and likeness deal, right? So that right there is definitely worth me trying to figure out. Let me see.
That sounds like Mr. Influential.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay,
say you could say assign me to a name, image, and likeness deal. Or they
okay.
might
Well,
be
they
just
said
giving him mad free shit.
I mean,
And
I don't know. It says that. Well, first off, they talk about LeBron's deal. Let's talk about Dad's deal. LeBron first signed with Nike in 2003 before his
for 90
NBA
million.
career, right? Even started and inked a lifetime deal with the brand in 2015, said to be worth $1 billion.
Oh, so Steph wasn't the first to do that.
Okay. I don't know. Apparently not. But in 2015, he inked a deal, lifetime deal with Nike worth about $1 billion. So,
Wow.
this is Bronny has reaped Nike. Oh, wow, I'm bugging y'all. Bronny has repped Nike throughout his time at Sierra Canyon.
It
Okay. So
usually it
basically,
usually messes with the pupils. Yep.
so the point in that
Takes out the
situation is
peripherals.
once
Can't
again,
see shit
he
walking
has a
up on you.
nil deal with Dre Beat or Beats by Dre.
You said a nil deal?
He has a nil deal, NIL
What's a
deal.
what's a nil deal?
So a nil deal, wow.
Yeah, you
This is
teaching
this
me.
is becoming this is becoming something different. Okay. How does a nil deal work? Let's talk about
Yeah.
all right. All right. So conceptually, NIL means that college athletes can now earn and accept money during commercial endorsements, appearances, and social media posts, writing books, hosting camps, giving lessons, and performing various commercial activities outside of their school, all without running afoul with the NCAA rules.
Okay,
Got
so
it?
that's what a nil deal is.
So he has that now because technically speaking, he's still in school.
Right. So basically,
Right.
his image, likeness, and all that probably is a nil deal too as well. They had
So
to
that's
make
why
that
I
clear.
think that's why they're making it clear
Yeah.
that exactly that it's
Yeah.
more of a likeness, like we talked about
Cause when,
the different
cause I
depictions.
remember when we already knew, but once Brian signed with Nike, we knew he wasn't going to we wasn't going to college. Everybody knew that.
Right, right, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That right there was the was the telltale.
Yeah.
You know what I
You know.
mean? So, and he's already looked at it. He said for as long as he can, think about it in his life, he's already been part of the Nike family. No
Yeah.
surprise there.
Right.
Figuring that he came in, Dad always had him, so I'm quite sure the kids rep them as well. But I'm just pointing all that out, man, to say that to me is a clear cut sign of understanding on how to take something, like in his case, in his entire life, he's probably worn Nikes. Ain't no problem. He's worn them. Let's just say that. He's
Right.
worn Nikes. You know, him now being in the position where he is, could you imagine when the doors open up for him to be able to fully be able to accept a Nike deal or something like that?
Right.
How that's going to look? But
Mm-hmm.
that became a practice for his father, right? Early on.
Right.
He was and that's all we talking about, in my opinion, in this episode is how to recognize something that you've enjoyed, you've loved, you like the Nike brand, and now you're incorporating it into the future by allowing your son, to be a part of of that situation.
Right.
Like this just goes to show you guys, man, you don't have to outgrow what you love in order to be great into the future. Like you don't have to do it.
Right.
You can find a way to be able to incorporate both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? And I just really think that's a big deal. Clap that up for them, man, that they actually, had that going together. You know? If we can give it all attention, we need to give it attention because when they had the whole situation about the supposed episode with him having the marijuana and all that, and I'm not trying to kick up, old dust or whatever. Everybody wanted to talk about, how
Yeah. Let's
LeBron
talk
was just
about this. Let's talk about the good stuff.
yeah, let's talk about this here. Everybody wanted to talk about what LeBron gonna do when he get out the bubble, when he gets home, and everybody want to talk about it. Well, let's talk about this. So, good job on the James family.
Mm-hmm.
Good job with them with that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So you got that going on, and you got a few things going on. Now we talking about making sure you take care of your business, right? You got to talk
Mm-hmm.
about making sure you stay sharp, and no matter who you are, regardless of however you think that things are going, you got to always make sure that you stay on top of things. Well, it seemed like it's not me. Don't kill the messenger. Seemed like Jay Z and Bacardi are having a little bit of an issue, man, in reference to Duce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're 50-50 partners. I did not know that.
Jay Z and Bacardi.
Jay Z and Bacardi. Jay and the
Okay.
Booze Giant have co-owned Duce since 2011. So it's been 11 years.
Right.
And they talk about how he, shouts it out in his lyrics and all those things. He said the partnership, it's clear something about the partnership, officially named Duce LLC, isn't sitting well. So something's going on. It seems to me like I guess Jay is questioning some of the things as far as the money. You know, why do I bring that up? is because no matter how comfortable we get in life, you got to stay on top of your business. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? You got to stay on top of your business. And I'm not saying the brother's not, because apparently he is. But just because you have success doesn't mean you got to stop working.
Absolutely.
You got to keep working. That's how success works, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Success works by the effort that you put into things, your vision, your ability to be able to adapt, and all those different things. Now you tie in a person who is in love with the things that they're doing, right? Or at the very least enjoys the things that they're doing.
Right.
And you incorporate that with a person who still has a hunger and a desire to continue to take things to the next level, that's a dangerous person.
Dangerous as hell.
Good danger in the sense of understanding that that's a dangerous
That's a
person.
beast.
Exactly.
That's a
Exactly.
wolf.
That's So I'm saying that because right. Pete, come get this one, man. Come get it, Petey. Come get it. You know what I mean? But I think that there's a lot going on in this world, and there's a lot of examples around us, right around us. Because let's be honest, right? We all plug into whether it's social media, the news, whatever you look at. We all plug into the reality or the false reality, the reality of whatever's going on in the entertainment world,
Right.
right? We don't know half of the things that really go on in these people's lives. What we do know is what's going on in our own life.
Yep.
And I think that if we take a little bit more time and stop trying to reflect and worry about what's going on in all these celebrity lives, I think that we can be better, individually.
Absolutely, bro.
So I'm working on trying to put things together for myself, man, that I need to go back and really reevaluate myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because
that's the
I can't be the best possible version of me if I don't even know who I am currently.
that's what I said. That's why I said what I said about the food. You know, because it's not gonna do nothing but give me better energy. You know what I mean? Push me to work out more. And when you do all that, it's not everybody thinks that a person wants to work out because they want to lose weight. No, it actually releases oxygen into your brain. It puts you in a different mind frame, a better style of thinking, and that's why it's mind, body, and soul. You know what I mean? You can have all these great thoughts all the time, but then you start getting your body right, and then start getting your soul right. That's your insides and everything, and your mind. Like you become really your higher self. And when you're at your higher self, you could be your best version of yourself. Hence the name of my other Instagram page, The Best DJ E. When I put that up there, I never put it up as saying I'm the best DJ and I'm E. No. I'm talking about being the best DJ E, being the best me, being the most possible me that I can be. I'm not out here trying to compete with people because everybody's going to win. Everybody's great at what they do. But when I put up the best DJ E, I'm telling you, I'm trying to be the best. It's like when you go in the store and they got uh good, what is it, good, better, best? Certain things when you buy in tool
Hmm.
stores.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to be the best version of me. That's all it goes down. What it goes down to. Even when I sit here and I joke about the Powder Rangers and all that, I've never touched any of those type of things in my life. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
we've always cracked jokes. We've always had a good time. We've always
Right.
been humorous.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why the porch even is in existence is because honestly speaking, no matter whether or not we ever made a show or not, bro, we were going to do exactly what we're doing now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And because we, have steadfast and holding on to the essence of
Right.
our communicating this way, you know, I believe that, we are right where we're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I know personally speaking, you know, it's usually the simplest things in life that keep us balanced anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the things that require us, you know, or that require a whole lot of effort sometimes that scare people and make people, run away from certain things. That's why people a lot of times only grow to a certain extent. And then you got some people that that don't stop growing. Every time you see them, every time you talk to them, they're doing the next great thing. It doesn't mean that they've lived a flawless life or they're living a flawless life. They just understand that that's not going to be a deterrent from them continuously doing the things that they need to do.
Right.
And they remember how to hold on to the things that serve them well, like in terms of like anything, like whether it's, taking vacations from time to time or, you know what I mean? If it's, you know, listening to certain types of music, or doing other things that always kind of hit that recharge and reset for them. If they keep those things, as part of their regular regimen in life, they can handle the moments that are unpredictable a lot better,
Right.
right? So like you think about it even from the perspective, and I know this is a little bit like, if you think about it, when you go to the grocery store, you got things that you buy that you want to eat immediately. You
Right.
got things that you're gonna buy that you can put on the shelf and say, I might want this later.
Right.
You got some time sensitive things that may expire if you don't use them in a certain period of time. Well,
Right.
I look like groceries, like that's how life works. You're gonna have some things that you
Good
immediately
point.
have to go ahead and do. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna have some other things that you're gonna have to, that you can put on the shelf, and canned goods, and rice and things of that nature that go well with a lot of different things. You'll buy a
Mhm.
box of rice, whether it's instant or you make it yourself, and you'll buy that, and it has no specific meal or anything that it's attached to. You just know that you like rice with pretty much everything. Let's just say that's the case. You turn around and you put a box of rice on the shelf. All of a sudden, you come across some fish one day and you fry some fish. And well, what I'm put with it? I got some rice up here.
Mhm.
Well, there's certain things in life that I think that you need to keep handy and you need to keep involved in your life, just like rice was it, for instance,
Mhm.
or certain canned goods. So I think that, it's just like anything else. When you stop buying those things that you enjoy that aren't, something that, you gotta advance yourself to go and get,
Yeah.
it's different. Like when you're going to buy live crabs or you're going to buy crabs,
Right.
you're not buying crabs. You buying crabs to eat them then.
Right.
It's a delicacy. I look at life the same way.
Yeah.
There's
You
certain
because you
things that
can't.
you do.
You only gonna freeze maybe some crab legs, but not the whole live crabs. You gonna cook them
Right.
that day.
You're going to cook them.
Mhm.
And that's how I look at life. There's certain things that you're going to do instantly, but you're always going to have certain things that are always going to be there as a part of a reminder that, when life does get a little tricky and it gets a little difficult to handle, you can always rely on this.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's my thought and theory on that one, man. You want to get to some questions? What you
Yes,
want to do,
sir.
man?
We're gonna get to some questions. Welcome to another episode of questions. I don't know if we doing this or that or would you
Would
rather,
you
but
rather,
I
baby? Would you
would
rather?
you rather. He yelled from the back. Would you rather? I'd rather we get started. Let's go.
Okay. Uh, Welcome to another week of Would You Rather, where I ask you a series of questions and eventually I get an answer. Let's get right to it, eh? Would you rather take a pill that gives you on 100 more healthy years of, or, all right, hold. Would you rather take a pill that gives you 100 more healthy years, or a pill that makes you 10 times more intelligent than you currently are?
100 healthy years, man. I can listen. Everybody say, "Oh, why would you want to live that long? All your friends are dying." Now I meet new ones.
Got
Shit, if I could
you.
live,
Okay.
I guarantee you, if I can live till I'm 141 years old, I'm hitting something that's 82. I'm telling you that now. It's gonna get twisted the hell out.
Okay. 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 Um, and that's your answer. So, would you rather now? Would you rather know? What's wrong with me today? Would you rather know the secrets of everyone on Earth, or, or know everything we don't know about the universe except for Earth?
Gotta say it again.
All
Powder's
right.
kicking in.
Would you
Mighty
rather know
Morphin
this?
Powder
Go ahead.
Rangers.
Go ahead. Do the commercial for the movie that you in. Go ahead. All right. Would you rather know the secrets of everyone on Earth, or know everything we don't know about the universe except for Earth?
I kind of don't want to know neither one of them, man. Now I'm gonna tell you why. I know knowledge is power, but sometimes you can know too much.
Right.
So I don't. I'm not saying I don't care about the universe,
That's my
but
feeling exactly.
yeah, like I can't like. And then I certain some the word secret exists because it's supposed to be a secret. So if I know everybody's secret, secrets don't even exist. Secret is not even in my life. It's not even a
Yeah,
thing because
yeah,
they're no longer secrets. I know them all.
exactly. Would you rather everyone in the world be kinder or more compassionate, or kinder and more compassionate, or more intelligent?
Intelligence is a great thing, man. Um, but I think kinder and compassionate because sometimes you gotta look at the bright side of things, and forgiveness is something that was very big, in a religious state. Some people, when you got everybody's intelligent, now everybody thinks they know more than the other person. So everybody being smart could be a problem. I'm not saying that if you're not intelligent that you're stupid,
Right.
but
No.
what I'm actually saying is if you be a little bit more kinder and compassionate, you can things because most disagreements come from people not being compassionate
Right.
or showing acts of kindness. So I think kinder and compassionate.
Okay. Good one for you here. All right, two good ones. Then we'll get out of that. Would you rather be watched at all times by a strict but benevolent AI, artificial intelligence, where there's no crime or poverty, or live in a place with no laws, government, or leaders?
Now we need laws.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to be watched, but we need laws because without laws, man, it just you gotta have rules, man.
And I know why you don't want to be watched. There it is. So,
No, I just like privacy. I
yeah,
just like I just
I,
like
I
privacy.
understand. I get it.
You
I
know,
get
if,
it.
if somebody watching me all the time, I might start doing wild stuff.
Right. What's
Like
what's different from your life now?
nah, here you go. Like, you just really want me to be involved. I don't
Nah.
understand what it
Well, you
is.
like your privacy and you like a steady surface. It usually works better for you, where something's not shaking. So
Yeah,
let's
when
get
I'm
to the next
DJing,
question.
yeah, I like the table to be steady when I'm DJing because
That's it.
you
That's it.
scratching, yeah, right.
That's
Uh huh.
exactly it.
Yeah, that's what you
DJing.
want. Uh huh.
Yeah.
I'm ready today.
You DJing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get back to you on the DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather live in a world run by children aged 5 to 12, or a world run by one supremely powerful person randomly selected by lottery every 15 years?
I like the kids, man. I love the kids, man. The kids, cause we gonna have hot dogs, cheeseburgers, pizza. You know what I mean? Food gonna be simple. We not gonna be fat, cause we gonna all go outside and play.
Right.
Everybody will love video games.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I like the kids, man. I like the kids.
Two
Tell
more
me what to
questions.
do, son. What you want? What you want,
I
baby
got
girl? Tell me what you want.
I got to give you two more and then we'll get out of there. For real. Would you rather your shirts be always two sizes too big or one size too small?
I go with the one size too small before the two sizes too big, man. I go with the little one. They ain't gonna do nothing but show my bombs. Bang. And I'm
Not
about to
with the
lose them.
sound effect.
Bang.
Not
You
with
know
the
what I mean?
sound effect. All
Bang.
right. Last
Bang.
one, man.
Bang, bang,
Last one. And
bang.
I think we all went through this. Would you rather find $5 on the ground or find all of your missing socks?
How often am I finding the $5?
Hey, man, one time, man. It's
Oh,
not
well,
like you
give me
finding
my
five
socks,
dollars every
man.
day.
Well, give me my socks back then, man. I don't
You know,
need to. Shit. I want my socks.
get us out of here, man. Get us out of here, G. Get us out of here.
Mm. That was another episode of Would You Rather. Would you rather done, and we back to the lather. Tougher than the leather that's it's on your belt. I know y'all just said what the. I don't know what I was talking about. As y'all know, man, this is episode. When I say episode 97, let's clap it up.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
want to
yeah, yeah.
thank y'all, man. Seriously, from the bottom of my soul, all through my body, from my feet up to the crown of my head, man, for rocking with us for 97 straight episodes, man. However you are catching it, whether it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Audible, Stitcher, Radio Public, Red Circle, Overcast, however you are listening, I love that. And if you're catching our faces, our handsome faces on YouTube at the Porch Podcast, DAPORCH Podcast, I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Keep rocking with 97, man. 97.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
97 weeks straight.
Absolutely. Hey, man, as E said, man, we appreciate the support each and every week. Have you been checking it out? We say all the time, tell a friend to tell a friend, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, leave it in the comments, man. We love to get feedback from the show. We like to talk. Once again, I want to say thank you for the support, on our other channels and our other, social media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
We greatly appreciate it, man. This has been episode number 97. And we look forward to seeing y'all next week. Y'all be good, man. Stay safe out there.
All right,
All
y'all.
right. Peace.
Peace.